Transgenders stare at starvation amidst COVID-19 lockdown. Ostracized, stigmatized, and now they're struggling to make ends meet and even ensure a basic survival for themselves. The third gender, or the transgenders, are the worst hit as a result of the ongoing lockdown due to the corona pandemic. Amongst them are those marginalized and neglected lot who are staring at starvation. Those who have been begging on the streets or at traffic signals also have zero source of income after the vehicles stop plying on the road. And those who are sex workers are hardly visited now by their clients owing to serious health concerns. One such sex worker and counselor with Mitra, an NGO for transgender rights and welfare, has been bearing the brunt of the lockdown.
Already under a lot of suspicion and looked at with constant doubt, these members of the community have always been ostracized. Yes, I'm talking about the transgenders community that is one of the worst affected and the most badly hit owing to the coronavirus lockdown. We speak to a few members and a few affected persons who represent the begging community or the sex workers community under the transgenders who are affected by this lockdown. We speak to one such person. पहले तो हमें आपका नाम बताइए।
जी मेरा नाम नीतू है।
तो नीतू जी, आप एक ट्रांसजेंडर है, तो ट्रांसजेंडर के अंदर किन किन तरह की कैटेगरीज आती है? क्या कौन ट्रांसजेंडर के लिए क्वालिफाई करता है?
There is no any kind of qualification actually as per the NALSA judgment. जो भी थर्ड जेंडर को ट्रांसजेंडर एक अम्ब्रेला है, जो भी पर्सन है वो अपने उसको पूरी स्वेच्छा से वो सेल्फ आइडेंटिफाई कर सकता है कि वो अपने आप को क्या आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहता है एक्चुअली। तो आई आइडेंटिफाई माई सेल्फ एज अ ट्रांस वुमन। तो जितने भी ये टाइपोलॉजी सब टाइपोलॉजीज आती हैं, ये सब ट्रांसजेंडर अम्ब्रेला के अंदर आते हैं, चाहे वो ट्रांस मैन हो, ट्रांस वुमेन हो, ट्रांसजेंडर हो, या आप अलग अलग अगर क्षेत्रों में जाओगे तो कहीं कोती बोलते हैं, कहीं जोगती बोलते हैं, कहीं जोगप्पा बोलते हैं। तो देयर सो मेनी टाइप ऑफ typologies coming under the transgender community, the transgender umbrella, the third gender community. तो if I'm talking about the lockdown thing, बहुत ज़्यादा अफेक्ट हुआ है एक्चुअली। इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द ट्रांसजेंडर हु आर बेगिंग ऑन द रेड लाइट, तो उन लोगों के साथ क्या है कि उनका रेगुलरली, मैं ये नहीं कहती कि वो 1000, 2000, 3000 कमाते हैं दिन का, वो 200, 300 कमाते हैं, जिसमें कि उन्हें अपना घर का खर्चा भी निकालना होता है, रेंट भी निकालना होता है, और इजीली उन्हें रूम्स नहीं मिलते हैं। क्यों नहीं मिलते हैं? क्योंकि ट्रांसजेंडर्स पे जल्दी से उनके पास कोई आइडेंटिटी नहीं होती है। लाइक किसी के पास वोटर आईडी कार्ड नहीं है, किसी के पास आधार कार्ड नहीं है, किसी के पास अदर डिटेल्स नहीं है। तो जो लैंडलॉर्ड्स होते हैं, जो लोग उन्हें रूम देते हैं, वो 2000 वाला रूम उन्हें 4000 रुपये में रेंट में देते हैं। तो आइडियली उन्हें उनका रेंट भी पूरा करना होता है और अपने डेली बेसिस के खर्चे भी निकालने होते हैं।
The government recognizes the third gender but is barely doing anything to ensure they don't starve. Essential supplies is a bare minimum they want to be supported with. But right now that is far from reality.
Owing to the coronavirus pandemic and its lockdown effects, the most major part of them to have been hit by this problem are the transgenders. Already ostracized and looked down upon, also asked to move out of their own communities and facing a lot of problem owing to its recognition by the government, they further plunged into problems. We speak to one of Mitra's founding members to try and understand what is the problem. Could you please tell us your name?
My name is Rudrani Shetri.
In what capacity are you associated with?
Well, I'm the founder member of Mitra Trust, and Mitra Trust is a community-based organization for gay, hijra, transgender identifying person.
Right. A lot of transgenders have been saying that their work seems to have come to a standstill and they're finding the means to sustain extremely difficult owing to the coronavirus. How is that so?
I mean, see, it is not something, somebody can make it up and, fake it up. Everybody knows till now that how do hijras or transgenders survive. They meet somebody in their daily interaction. And they have to be in touch with someone. And this coronavirus, this virus is something which is about social distancing. So you ultimately you cannot, even though you how harder you want to, go and do your work, you cannot, because the circumstances will not allow you to go out. And in this way, nobody is earning anything. And I think this is a very difficult time because they don't earn it. They're not earning anything, and everything is getting so expensive for them. Especially, there's a lot of stigma and discrimination already with transgenders.
And also under the transgender umbrella, if we were to speak, we believe that the begging community and the sex workers are the worst hit. And also we hear that the third community, which is going around at auspicious occasions, they're also pretty badly hit.
See, till now, very few people, we can count numbers who do have a very, secure kind of a job, sort of not even a secure job, but, they work with some government thing or setup or something. But 99.9% of, our community are either they are sex workers, they're begging, or they do traditional occupation, which is totally badai, and which is totally, freeze down. They all are locked, and they are not going out. So of course everybody is affected by this coronavirus, and they are calling me. We started this, help. We started, providing them dry ration. We thought only the one section who is, begging in the traffic signal will need it. But now the more calls are coming from different section of this community.
But with the current situation, you guys have been pushed down to a situation where you're finding it even hard to provide for basic sustenance. So, what is the kind of response or the attitude you thought the government should have and expect from them?
See, we approached government, and it was not that things didn't work out. Government promised us that they're gonna transfer 1,500 rupees and immediate help to transgender person. But this is only possible for those people who do have bank accounts, and then there's any kind of social security numbers, for like identity card, Aadhaar card or something. But most of them don't have it. Most of them don't have it for multiple reasons. Either they're thrown out from their house, or they're away from their when they were born. So it is a difficult. But they have promised to reach, go to everyone and give this money. But this is going to take time. Already the lockdown is extended now. So we are worried that we don't want our community to die of, hunger.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Rudrani Chetri, one of the founder members of Mitra, speaking to us, expressing grave concern that the community members might die of hunger, expecting the government to do a bit more for the unrecognized third gender. With Vijay Madan, I am Dev Kotak for Mojo.